Today, we're tackling 5 questions for the Certified Kubernetes Security Specialist exam, specifically under the domain of cluster hardening. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Now, let's get started. Here comes question 1. What is the primary purpose of role-based access control RBAC in Kubernetes? A. To provide firewall protection for pods. B. To define and enforce permissions for Kubernetes resources. C. To restrict outgoing network traffic from pods. D. To manage container image security. Absolutely, it's B. To define and enforce permissions for Kubernetes resources. RBAC helps secure your cluster by ensuring that users and services have only the permissions they need to operate. Let's tackle question 2. What is a recommended best practice for securing Kubernetes service accounts? A. Always use the default service account for simplicity. B. Grant all service accounts cluster admin privileges for flexibility. C. Disable the default service account in namespaces where it's not needed. D. Assign service accounts to all pods without defining specific permissions. Correct. It's C. Disable the default service account in namespaces where it's not needed. By default, every namespace in Kubernetes has a service account that pods use if none is specified. Here comes question 3. How can you restrict access to the Kubernetes API server? A. Use network policies to block all external traffic to the API server. B. Implement API server authentication and authorization mechanisms, such as RBAC and certificates. C. Expose the API server on a public IP to enable global accessibility. D. Allow unrestricted access to the API server for faster deployments. Absolutely, it's B. Implement API server authentication and authorization mechanisms, such as RBAC and certificates. The Kubernetes API server is the control plane's entry point, making it a prime target for attacks. Let's tackle question 4. Why is it important to regularly upgrade Kubernetes versions? A. To ensure compatibility with legacy security vulnerabilities. B. To reduce cluster performance and increase maintenance workload. C. To receive security patches, bug fixes, and new features. D. To make manual security audits unnecessary. Correct. It's C. To receive security patches, bug fixes, and new features. Kubernetes regularly releases updates that include security patches for newly discovered vulnerabilities. Finally, question 5. Which Kubernetes resource should be used to limit user access to specific namespaces and resources? A. Network policy. B. Role and role binding. C. Pod security policy. D. Ingress. You nailed it. It's B. Role and role binding. Roles define what actions are allowed on specific Kubernetes resources, while role bindings assign those permissions to users or service accounts. That's all for today. Hopefully you found these questions helpful. If you want more exam questions, visit our official website, kubernotes.org.